Good evening all. We are back with our classes on alcohol, phenols and ethers. Most of you are not in a mood to see these classes. So choice is yours. The thing is, we have been doing it. I will tell you how many chapters have been done in chemistry because it's something very great that you people do not seem to see the classes. So Nandita ma'am has finished chemical kinetics. She is doing solutions. I have done biomolecules. If polymers and chemistry in everyday life is removed, because we still have got no confirmation from the PU board, we have done chemistry in everyday life, polymers, biomolecules, haloalkanes, haloarenes, and we are doing alcohol, phenols and ethers. We have only 2 chapters left in book 2, which is aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid and amines. In the first book, we have done in P block group 18. We were doing group 17, which we will continue further. We had also done a part of metallurgy, or nearly the 3/4 of metallurgy chapter, but as it has been removed from the CBSE syllabus, we are waiting for a final confirmation from the PU board so that we know whether that chapter of metallurgy is there or not. Please make sure you tend to read your chapters well, because as I told, from next week onwards we will have tests on every Thursday. Make sure you allot a particular time of your day to write that test. I would prefer that you write from 3 to 4. Please post in WhatsApp group if it is comfortable for you or not. Okay? Now back to our class. We have done preparation of alcohols. We had also studied the properties of alcohol. We came across physical properties of alcohol, and now we are doing chemical properties of alcohol. Chemical properties of alcohol are basically studied under 2 headings: cleavage of OH bond and the cleavage of CO bond. Okay. After that, the last part of this category is dehydration or oxidation of alcohol. So please write heading as oxidation of alcohol. Oxidation of alcohols. This is very important reaction. This reaction forms a base of you converting alcohols to aldehyde, ketones and acids. We have already studied in the preparation of alcohols that if I take an carboxylic acid and I reduce it, I get an aldehyde, and aldehyde on reduction gives what alcohol? Primary alcohol. Just reverse this for oxidation. What it will be? Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde containing the same number of carbon atom and an acid containing the same number of carbon atom. Okay, thanks. I say acid, it is reduction gives ketone, which gives what alcohol? Secondary alcohol. Tertiary also ketone. Okay, so secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketone containing the same number of carbon atom, but an acid containing one less number of carbon atom. Tertiary alcohol generally do not tend to oxidize, but if it oxidizes, it gives a ketone and an alkene, because what happens? Elimination reaction. Sorry. Tertiary alcohols do not oxidize at room temperatures. So we will study the oxidation of tertiary alcohols towards the end. So what is oxidation? Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde and an acid containing the same number of carbon atom. Secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketone and an acid containing one less number of carbon atom. So let us write. Please write. Oxidation basically involves dehydrogenation. That is loss of hydrogen atom from an alcohol molecule. Loss of hydrogen atom from an alcohol molecule. Hence, oxidation reactions are also called as dehydrogenation reaction. It is also called as dehydrogenation reaction. This gap or if you understand this part, you will never forget how to do oxidation in alcohols. Please understand here. What did I say? Oxidation basically means removal of hydrogen from molecule. So see here, we have CH2 or CH3, CH2OH. Correct? This is my molecule. Or in general, if I want, I will start with the first alcohol so that you understand easily the conversion of C double bond O group. See, this bond breaks. There is an H here, there is an H here, there is an H here. This bond also breaks. So now what happens? Or if I remove this hydrogen or this shifting of bond take place here. So I have removed what? H2. What will I get? C, there is an H here, there is an H here, and this becomes what? Double bond O. So it gets converted as what? HCHO. It is an aldehyde. If I take one alkyl group here, it becomes an aldehyde other than formaldehyde. So what will I write? It gets converted into C double bond O group. Plus what is removed? Hydrogen is removed. So the basic principle in any oxidation reaction is breakage of OH bond, remove one H from here, and breakage of CH bond and remove one H from here, so that it is removed in the form of hydrogen. So as in oxidation, hydrogen is removed. Oxidation reactions are also called as dehydrogenation reactions because we are removing what? Hydrogen. Please write. In presence of strong oxidizing agents, in presence of strong oxidizing agents such as acidified KMnO4, we get an aldehyde, and an alcohol containing the same number of carbon atom. Okay, so we will start with our first thing. This is our primary alcohol. So we will take what? RCH2OH. This is what alcohol? Primary alcohol. This on oxidation in presence of what? Acidified. What is the oxidizing agent? KMnO4. It will form what? RCH4. This is an aldehyde. And this aldehyde on further oxidation in presence of acidified KMnO4 gives what? An alcohol acid containing same number of carbon atoms. Please write RCH2OH gives RCH4 and RCOOH. This is what? Carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid containing the same number of carbon atom. Okay, now we will take an example here. I will substitute R with CH3. So if I take CH3, CH2OH, this is what? Ethanol. Ethanol on oxidation with acidified KMnO4 will give me what? CH3, CH4, which on further oxidation in presence of acidified KMnO4 will not get this, I cannot isolate aldehyde from this reaction mixture. What is the final product? Acid. Because in between the reaction does not stop. It continues till acid and then the reaction stops. But suppose I want aldehyde in the reaction mixture. So I need to change my oxidizing agent. Understood what I said? In a primary alcohol, in presence of strong oxidizing agent, I don't get this step at all. I cannot see aldehyde being formed. The moment I mix, I finally see my last product. But if I want the aldehyde product to be seen or to be isolated, I need to use a different oxidizing agent. What is the oxidizing agent used? Pyridinium chlorochromate, PCC. Okay, let us write. Adralle B point baridi. To isolate aldehydes from the mixture, we use oxidizing agents. Such as CrO3 in anhydrous medium. This is the first one which we will use. Second one, a better reagent to get aldehyde. Is PCC. We call it as pyridinium chlorochromate. क्लोरो स्पेलिंग CHL ನಾನು ಸರಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಾ ತಪ್ಪು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಾ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ ಓಕೆ pyridinium chlorochromate or PCC. Okay, how it is formed? It is a mixture of, for CET I am writing, it is a mixture of CrO3, pyridine is C5H5N plus HCl. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? What is pyridinium chlorochromate? Pyridinium chlorochromate is a mixture of CrO3 plus pyridine plus HCl. Pyridine is what? C5H5N. First year, it is an example of what compound? Heterocyclic compound, where this is N. There is a heterocyclic compound called pyridine or pyridine, which is C5H5N. So, if I want the oxidation of alcohol to stop only till aldehyde, I should either use CrO3 in anhydrous medium or I should use pyridinium chlorochromate, which is a mixture of CrO3, C5H5N, which is pyridine, and HCl. Let us write an equation. CH3 CH double bond CH OH. This is an alcohol. Which kind of an alcohol it is? An unsaturated alcohol. Name of the compound? Okay, I'll change. Wait. I'll change this to. We have to take primary alcohol. So I'll take this. Now name.
Bute.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bute 2 in 1 all.
Bute 2 in 1 all. This in presence of what? PCC undergoes oxidation. It undergoes oxidation in presence of PCC. Okay? Now, how many carbon atom it has?
4.
So what will happen? It is the H2 tegubiduve because it is dehydrogenation. So I get what? CH3, CH, double bond CH, CHO. It will become what? Aldehyde. So you write CH3, CH double bond CH, CHO. So the reaction stops at aldehyde. It does not proceed to acid. So this is all about oxidation of what alcohol? Primary alcohol. If I use an oxidizing agent with acidified KMnO4, I will get an aldehyde and an acid containing the same number of carbon atoms. But the aldehyde cannot be isolated. If I want the reaction to stop at only aldehyde, I should use either CrO3 in anhydrous medium as an oxidizing agent, or I should use pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium chlorochromate is a mixture of CrO3, pyridine and HCl. Clear? This is the example. Now write second point. Secondary alcohol on oxidation. Secondary alcohols on oxidation by chromic anhydride. Anhydrous chromium oxide is only called as chromic anhydride. So CrO3 gives ketone. Which on further oxidation under drastic conditions gives acid containing one less number of carbon atom. Gives acid containing one less number of carbon atom. Clear? So now let us understand. We have R, CHOH, and let us suppose I take R dash. This is what alcohol? A secondary alcohol. This secondary alcohol, when it is oxidized in presence of anhydrous chromium oxide, it is getting oxidized. I will remove this and what? One H, because I have to remove hydrogen. So I will remove this part and I will remove this part. Because I have to remove out hydrogen, I will get what? R, C, double bond O, R dash. This is what? A ketone. This ketone, when it is oxidized under drastic conditions, how many are there? Two. So now it will become only one. So it will form what? RCOH. So from 3 carbon atom, it will now become what? 2 carbon atom. See, here how many carbon atom? 3 carbon atom. It gives a ketone containing 3 carbon atom, but an acid containing 2 carbon atom. So please write this, then we will study an example. This is 3 carbon, this is also 3 carbon, and then you have a 2 carbon atom. We will study the same thing now, taking secondary alcohol, CH3, CHOH, CH3, called as what alcohol? Isopropyl alcohol. Okay, now let us understand here, in presence of CrO3, which is anhydrous CrO3, it gets oxidized to form CH3, C double bond O, CH3. This is propanone, which on further oxidation under drastic conditions gives what? CH3, COOH. Oxidation is a very, very important part of the reaction of alcohols. So you should know what happens using what oxidizing agent. If you use stronger oxidizing agent, you get an acid. If you want only aldehyde. Secondary alcohols will give you a ketone. Now please write tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols do not undergo oxidation reactions. Tertiary alcohols do not undergo oxidation reactions. Under strong reaction, with strong oxidizing agent, at elevated temperatures, strong oxidizing agents with elevated temperatures we get a mixture of carboxylic acid. We get mixture of carboxylic acid containing lesser number of carbon atoms. Containing lesser number of carbon atoms. Okay, so now we will consider a tertiary alcohol. Although this reaction is not given in the textbook, but it is required for understanding. So you will get tertiary alcohol, then you will take OH. To remove hydrogen is difficult from it because it does not have a hydrogen attached to carbon. So this at high temperature and in presence of an oxidizing agent KMnO4 forms what? How many carbon atom here? 4 carbon atom. It forms what? A ketone. This ketone has how many carbon atom? 3 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Which on further oxidation gives an acid containing how many carbon atom? 2 carbon atom. So is the logic clear? First one, everything was same. Second one, till here everything was same, but this was one less. Here at every step there is one less. First 4 carbon atom gets reduced to 3 carbon atom, which in further gets reduced to 2 carbon atom. Done. Now please. Second oxidation reaction is right. Alright, dehydration. Dehydration of alcohols. We studied no dehydration of alcohol to form alkene in presence of what? In presence of sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin. Now this is dehydration of alcohol in presence of copper. Please write. When the vapors of primary and secondary alcohol are passed over heated copper at 573 Kelvin, dehydrogenation takes place. Dehydrogenation takes place to form an aldehyde and ketone. Very, very important reaction. But dehydration takes place for tertiary alcohols. To form an alkene. So because dehydrogenation is being taken for primary and secondary alcohol, it is a part of what reaction? Oxidation reactions. So first let us understand RCH2OH. This is passed over copper. So our oxidizing agent is here what? Copper. At what Kelvin? 573 Kelvin. It forms what? RCHO. Secondary alcohol RCHOH copper at 573 Kelvin. It forms what? R C double bond O R dash. It forms what? A ketone. Clear? Now we will take what alcohol? Tertiary alcohol. Let us take the example CH3, 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 OH. At what? Again copper. At what Kelvin? 573 Kelvin. We have studied this equation. What happens? From here H and here OH gets removed. There is removal of water molecule. So I get a compound as what? CH3, C, CH3, double bond CH2. This CH2 I have brought it down. It forms what? CH3, C, double bond CH3, CH2. This forms what? An alkene. So clear? So if I want from an alcohol an aldehyde or from an alcohol a ketone, I should always use two oxidizing agent, either copper at 573 Kelvin or I should use CrO3 in anhydrous medium or pyridinium chlorochromate. But if I want an acid, I should use acidified KMnO4. Tertiary alcohols do not undergo oxidation, but if under drastic condition they undergo oxidation, they form a ketone and an acid containing one less. In presence of copper at 573 Kelvin, they form alkene. This finishes all the reactions of aliphatic alcohols. Now, in the next class, we will study reactions of phenol. Thank you.